We have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the New York Jets. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
To speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. He'll have a first down past the 40. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
A first down carry for Henry. And they're well past across midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. He'll look to throw. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. And some space to move right away as he's all the way up to the 30. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 30-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Blue draw Corker. Look at me. Door.
2nd and 2. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
You mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
At the 41-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I hope you got your left because I'm about to take you to school. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Deep rip.
2nd down, McKinnon. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he's got the 1st down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? The 1st down sticks are, and get there.
Here we go. 70, Indy. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Ready?
They'll run on 1st down. McKinnon, and he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Out to the right, here's McKinnon. He's got the first down here inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. On first down, McKinnon. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
64,
On second down, McKinnon. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
So 1st and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick 6. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And some room to roam now. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
All right, I've got to be careful here, all right? He's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What he's saying, I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there, let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
On 2nd down now, Westbrook. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time, and that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching, and there's another first down run right there.
They'll run on first down. It's Henry. And he's stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Taking down at the 14-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 14-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. D.D. Westbrook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
Now a give right side. McKinnon. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Come on, set. 90, wolf. 61, matchbox, lights. Get it.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. On 1st down, McKinnon. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Fair. Hey, echo.
2nd and 14. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Let's go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, Haywood. Ready?
They'll drop the throw. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Lambo will put this one through, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Watch the square. Watch the square. Watch twins.
On third down, Westbrook. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Always got some breathing room. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 41 yards. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
No gain on the dump off. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Ready, set. 55. Check, 55, Mike. Come on, D!
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half. A reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Ready? Boom! Big hit! Sack City! Topper!
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
25! Check 25! Check 25! Hey, orbit! Snap!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Trey Burton. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 38-yard line.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a first down. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead. And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Coaching spell.
Shit!
Hey, Charlie. Shoot.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. From 21 yards away. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team. They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do. I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there. You're looking forward. Coaching them up from right up here in the booth. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot? Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes... And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. Space to maneuver at the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the 2nd half. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter. I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about,
change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Check 26, check 26. 6-6. Pull it high. Hit it.
On 1st down, McKinnon again. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Bell. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now a give, right side. McKinnon. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. A Jet 1st down, 18 big yards that time.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Down. 18 Gator.
55 to Mike. Here we go, here we go.
Ready?
They'll set up to throw. 18 he goes. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Switch, switch, switch. Left spot. Right. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Check right, check right. Check 4, check 4.
Here's 2nd and 8. A quick throw, but incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Right six. Right six. Hey, here we go.
Now back to throw. He finds an opening past the 40. He's got Evans. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 16 yards. Pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
16 yards. First down, Colts.
Let's go now. Pittsburgh. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check, 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 check. Huh? Whip. Watch the whip. Check 9.
They'll run on first down. It's Henry. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
I'm trying to collect. Slam. He's got clean. We got double up.
Now again, right side. Westbrook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll lead here to a third down.
Right over there. Yeah. Look free. You got nothing.
They'll set up a throw. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. On first down, McKinnon. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's first and 10. Here's McKinnon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. That last play, though, not indicative of the night he's had running the football.
No, you're exactly right about that, because all through this evening, it's been their night, hasn't it? One play here, they get it against them. I wouldn't worry about that very much at all. Just continue to do what they've been doing.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11.
Hey, check 24. 22 jet bomber. Hey, seam 6. Check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Hey, tight now.
Second and 11. On the left side, it's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 15-yard line. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. DeAndre Hopkins, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Lambo on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. He finds his target. It's Evans. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go. Check 52. Bang, 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 bang. He's crossing. He's checking crack.
He'll drop to throw. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Let's go.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now a give, right side. McKinnon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Go. And 2 stop.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go. Here we go. And logo.
Go. Go.
McKinnon. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 21. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Check 55, Mike.
They'll look to throw here. It's complete to Hopkins. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. 2nd and 5. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. They'll try with McKinnon. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Let's get it.
Blue draw, Coker.
13. He's coming. Check in.
I got one.
Back to throw here. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop any defensively. 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he won't get to the markers. They're going to stop it for a 2nd straight play right at the line of scrimmage.
It's now 4th down.
They'll run for it with Henry. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
80 weapons. Hey, wahoo!
55 is my guy, 55. Yeah.
Say go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds Hopkins complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. DeAndre Hopkins. His 2nd touchdown of the night as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that will extend this big lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with Coach?
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Single. Tighten up. Go.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Mark 13. He's coming. Check in.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day.
Looking to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there for Indy. 41 yards.
Let's go.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw now on first down. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
He's coming. Check in.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right, and now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Rotate. Team out.
He's coming. Check in.
Check pass.
On second down, Westbrook. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. Now they're going to face a third down.
Mike 13. Here we go.
Mike 13. He's coming. Check in.
Drop deep. Right slow. Come on. Heavy.
He'll look to throw. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jets, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they are barely afloat as they fall.